This is a production of the Must-See TV Broadcast Network, like ShareJoin, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the Caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egerhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. One by one, we take the dive into the shows that kept us alive. Remote in hand, the screen's our guide. The drama, the laughs, the twisty plots, the shows you love, the ones you forgot. Encore, encore, hit play again. Stories start and never end. One more look, one more time. We'll rewind, rewind, rewind.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of Encore. We have my son, Tyson Brighton, here. How's it going, son? Did we lose him? Hello? Hello? We lost him. All right, just. Oh, we're right here. Okay, yeah. We're right here. Okay, well, we're right here. We have. How's it going, son?
It's very well, thank you. How are you?
Good. How's it going, Roland?
It's going well.
And we have our brand new, soon-to-be christened PA. The one and only. I have a story to tell. Everybody. The caveman family tree just got a little bit bigger because I wanted pizza one day. I wanted pizza from this restaurant called Ragazzi. So I called a number, and a chick named Pebbles picked up, and I said, "Oh, I have the wrong number." She's like,
Dad?
"Dad?" And I'm like, "Oh, Pebbles?"
Father?
So yeah, we hooked up, and everybody now is worried less because she's here to take care of just like people are going to be taking care of Bruce Willis now. I have my daughter taking care of me. So she's going to be in the studio working 2 days, maybe 3 days. We'll see.
Oh, caveman, you know I see you more than that.
Ah, I love you too, dear. I love you too. But yeah, Tyson, say hello to your stepsister.
Hello, stepsister.
Hi, stepbrother. Wow, that sounded so wrong.
That's
Yeah, this. Well, I
Man,
mean,
don't put us in these
he's throwing
situations
this-
now.
He's throwing this at me. I'm like, what? What is going on here?
Well, your mom is Courtney Cox and mine is Pamela Anderson, so
Yeah.
I'm not sure how we got here, and neither does Caveman. But
yeah.
with that being said, Caveman, I'll hand it back to you.
Again, we got married. I didn't understand more responsibilities came after like the honeymoon, so I just kind of it's a theme with me. It's always a bit of theme when I like just leave her like that. But Pebbles is back, and I hope Pamela Anderson is not too angry at me. So
And take it away, Caveman.
All right.
I know we love to hear it.
yeah. All right. So on this episode, we're taking a look at Warrior in the White Lotus, the third episodes from season 1. So let's start with Warrior, John Chinaman.
Yes, John Chinaman.
Yeah. First of all, I know how it looks to everybody. It's John Chinaman, but it's John Chinaman. It's not John Chinaman. It's just like the Northman. It's not the Northman. It's the Northman. It's just how it's pronounced.
You know what? We can try and be politically correct on all this, but I mean, there's many scenes in this TV show that are not politically correct.
Yeah, and not
So-
accurate whatsoever.
So I mean that kind of tells the audience what we're up against.
Yes.
Well, we're also learning that John Chinaman is an old caricature from the newspapers back in the day, but we already know the show isn't accurate.
No.
But it does give you a little insight into how this episode starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Pebbles was like cleaning, and I was like, that's not how it works. She was just like, and I'm like, oh, can I somehow be deaf and blind at the same time, please?
Caveman!
So, Tyson, let's do the rundown, buddy.
So I was gonna say something, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep that to myself. All right, the rundown. So more or less, I mean, this episode kind of leads. It starts in from what was going on in the last episode. Mitch
Yeah.
Is that the mayor? Is Mr.
Yes.
Mercer-
Yes.
Yes. So he's saying congratulations. So it was a gentleman he was speaking to in the last episode in terms of the contracts to do work for the city. No, he's not the mayor because he mentioned that the mayor, he's waiting to get word from the mayor.
Yes, you're right.
Right.
You're right. He's
Right.
yeah,
So-
you're right.
So it kind of starts with that, but this is the only part in the whole show in this episode that they talk about this. So I'm assuming there's going to be more going forward, that in terms of this gentleman doing work for the city. And if you remember from the last episode, he was kind of alluding to the fact that it was taking a long time and he was spilling out a lot of money.
Yes, yes.
Right? So, anyways, more or less, he's kind of, it's more of a blackmail type of thing, where he's kind of saying, you know, there's 100 jobs. Are you trying to intimidate me? And he more or less says, I'll hire on your recommendation, and there's going to be a consulting fee. That he's going to give this guy a consulting fee in the end. So,
yes.
Going to make more money off of getting the workers, as long as there's fair wages.
Yes, yes.
Kind of like a shady deal on the side to me, which, you know, probably happened a lot more back then than it does now. But it could happen a lot now, but I'm not in that field to say whether it does or not. So, as you remember from the last show as well, that our main character,
he's in jail, right? Yeah,
is up on 2 counts of assault, and he's just bear with me a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had a problem with my phone there. So yes, he's at court. He's up on 2 counts, and then they say he's a crime suspect and a homicide of 2 others. But then the judge asks, he's like, "Do you have evidence for this?"
Oh my God, this is such. This whole scene
is bogus.
It's so bullshit. It's like, don't they, like, does no one care about any semblance of accuracy on how this actually would have worked? To make it at least attempt to be interesting. But they don't. It seems like they don't fucking care about this scene, right? Because it's like, I'm like, all right, if this were to happen back in the day, you would get sentenced, like, so this plays very loosely with history. So this scenario happens after the Civil War, sometime after the Civil War. All right, and court cases like this are very one-sided. The legality and how all these laws were made were still very much up in the air. The court system wasn't solidified until like 20, 30 years after this point. And even then, there were struggles. Martin Luther King, anyone? like, come on, like, seriously. Like, seriously. And it's like, okay, so the guy's like, the judge is being a good judge, and he's siding with the law of justice. And he's like, okay, the trial is going to be tomorrow. What?
Yeah, how does something happen that quickly, right?
It's this whole scenario, it's so rushed, it's so thoughtless.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think they're trying to cram too much into one episode, I think. Because they don't want to drag, I think what it is they don't want to drag this on. So they're like, okay, we're going to have court tomorrow. I don't know. That's just my theory. I mean, the opposition is not happy with the judge. They want to burn this guy. They want to see him go to jail.
He would be hung, by the way. He would get sentenced. He would be hung. In this time, you have 2 options. There's no, oh, we're going to set you away for 30 years, 40 years. It was hanging. That's what they did back then. Especially with races.
Yes, especially with minorities,
yes,
right?
Of course. It would be so heavily against you.
But caveman, we wouldn't have a show if he went to jail. It'd be a totally different show. He'd be in jail. So we can't have that. We can't have our main character going to jail. So we have to think of it in fiction terms. That this is unrealistic.
This is so stupid, though. This is just.
Okay.
This is like, if you were to. First of all, it doesn't do anything. Okay? It doesn't serve the story, and it just wastes time. You're just wasting time. For what? That's all it is. This is just a big waste of time.
It sure is. Well, it is, but I mean, what are we going to do? We have to watch it.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? This is what we have been given to watch.
Yeah.
And we have to talk about it, and we have to just say how
Yeah.
stupid it is.
So we move on from this ridiculous.
Yes. So
Fucking
we
scene.
go to the, I guess you would call her the bad Asian woman.
Yeah.
Mei
And-
Ling.
Pardon?
What?
Mei Ling.
Mei Ling.
Yeah, that's her name, Cave.
Yeah,
Mei
yeah,
Ling.
Mei Ling.
Mei Ling. So
It's
Mei
just.
She threatens to kill their family.
Well, no, she's part of a Tong.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's part of a. She's part of
He goes
a.
to a gentleman who runs a casino.
Yeah, she's
And
substituting. Pebble. So she's substituting. She's making all the lead decisions for the main Tong, which
Right.
I know that's. Listen, I understand. It's like that's not. Listen, this is what we're giving in the show. I'm just telling you what happens, okay? And so she's making all these decisions for the casino, and she's
well,
like,
she's asking. They say they have to turn people away, so she wants to take out one bar. She
like
asks-
casinos existed back in the day. We should
Correct.
point out they didn't.
Well, no, they did. Did they not? Because think
No,
about
it was more. Gambling exists. It was, first of all, gambling was illegal back in the day. But it was, you had people with gambling kits going from saloon to saloon to saloon, so to place to place to place, and that would be your casino. They didn't have full casinos.
Well, they had a casino in Maverick on the boat, and that was like the
Yeah, it's
late 1800s.
So fucking stupid.
Caveman,
That's so fucking stupid.
you're missing my favorite part, which was the angry mob.
Yeah, stupid.
Do you
No,
not
no,
love
no. We
violence?
haven't got there. We haven't
It's
got
not
there
like
yet.
it.
We haven't got there yet. It's a 45-minute episode. We have a ways to go before there.
45 minutes poorly spent,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
He needs to hibernate, I think.
It's just so fucking stupid. This is so fucking stupid.
Well, can we go on, or
Yeah. Let's.
how stupid this is?
So they do the thing with the casino. We need to make it fucking bigger. We need all these tables. It's just
Yes.
whatever.
So, anyways. So we go to... Okay, so the bar thing is taken care of. Mayor's wife. And about... Okay, is she anywhere in her case? So they more or less decide... I mean, the wife... What was her name? Do you remember the wife's name?
I had no idea.
No, the wife of the mayor's name is Penny.
Penny. Yeah,
is
that's right. Penny.
Penny. So she doesn't think he belongs in prison because of obviously what he does. But then the guy says he doesn't belong in this country.
Yeah.
You
It's.
know, there's that. The racism. This is one of the Irish police officers.
Yeah.
I believe, right? So, anyways, they decide to put 3 thugs in his cell with him, with our warrior.
Yeah. And
And
he
what
beats
is-
them. This was actually really good, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think happens?
He beats them all up.
Yeah. Which was awesome. which was awesome. So anyway, so that transpires, and Buddy comes back down, and he finds out that he's beat the crap out of all these guys, and what he did didn't work. I mean, they're trying to pull a heavy on him.
Yeah.
Constantly trying to pull a heavy on him, and we forgot to mention that when they were in court, there was two people that were going to speak.
And then his sister went to one family that was gonna testify, Mei Ling, and told them not to testify in so many words.
Yes, and more or less threatened the family and said he would kill them if they were to testify in court.
Yeah.
So the next day we show back up in court, and the two don't show up. So the defense is saying that he wants a continuance, and the judge isn't going for it. They don't want to drag this thing out. They figure it's a delay tactic. So, more or less,
he goes free.
He's free to go. And then the mayor speaks. And afterwards, and the people in the audience, they're going crazy.
Yeah, it's like, I promise to weed out the corruption.
Angry
Basically,
mob.
he's angry and he's inciting the mob. He's being, I swear to do this. Not on my life. Not on my watch,
Angry
son.
mob.
Angry mob.
Angry
Mob.
mob.
Angry mob. Angry mob.
The cheesiest part of that whole thing was at the end. He says, "God bless San Francisco. God bless America."
All right. Okay.
What's wrong? Are you still there?
No one cares. No one cares about any semblance of accuracy. Are we just being like, okay, this show is fucked, and we might as well throw everything out the window?
The show would be better with more angry mobs, frankly.
This show, just give me one thing that I can hang my hat on. After the Civil War, sometime after the Civil War, there was not this unity of United States. That didn't come until after. Way after.
Yes.
Just the most cheesiest, dumb dialogue. It's like attempt to make this interesting. You've already committed to make this to be like, okay, this is so fucking ridiculous. This doesn't. Okay, we're gonna totally screw up everything that this from this story. We're gonna tear it apart. Okay, we don't care. At least attempt to make it interesting. It's just dumb.
And all you're left with at the end is a literal fire.
Yeah. Okay. No, we're not. We're not there yet.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of banter going back and forth between all the parties involved. Mayor, the police, more or less. I mean, there's so many words being spoken of, racism towards the Asians, towards the Chinese. For instance, yellow bastard made a fool of you.
Yeah.
And, but it's the times, and I get it. And that's how people spoke. I mean, that's probably...
Well, that's not like, if we were really like watching a show of this time, we would get totally different verbiage. We wouldn't get so much modern swearing. It would be so different. This is a bastardization of what could have been a cool concept, which is, by the way, this is 3 episodes in. We have heard jack shit about this war, of the Tongs, of what this show is supposed to be about. This is episode 3. Where's the fucking war? Where is it? Show me it!
Mm-hmm.
It's do something! Do something! Stop being in a fucking room! Talking nonsense! Doing all this dumb dialogue! Speaking all this bullshit that doesn't matter, and you know! Do something!
Well,
Fucking go! Decapitate somebody! Do something!
I didn't hate it as much as you did.
But do something! Something! Do something.
Right. Okay, caveman.
Okay. Alright,
You're
I'm good.
screaming for them to do something
Do something!
when they set a literal fire.
Hold on. That's right. There is a fire coming.
There is
But
a
something
fire.
else happened. Something else happened.
Okay.
And this was- So the mayor is in his bedroom, right? And he's on the bed.
Oh yeah, and he is fucking his hot wife, which is
No.
it's
Oh, no.
attempting to.
No, but you're not creating the visual on
Okay.
this because the visual of this for people at home to see this is this. You can tell that this woman, Penny, detests him
Oh yeah.
because more or less he's like more or less he's fluffing the whole thing off and his speech and how great his speech was but you can tell she's rather upset with him and he's I don't even know what they were doing because that was done pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like whatever she did to him, it was done very quickly and
Yeah.
you could tell that the thought of him even close to her
Yeah.
disgusted her. You could just see the look on her face.
Yeah, that's what drove it home. I actually like that facial expression. It was a cool I'm gonna throw up if you touch me.
Yeah.
Just like that rag I showed Pebbles today.
And I'm going to be honest because between the two shows we've watched, this isn't the only show where that takes place.
Yeah.
There's a lot of this and a
Yeah.
lot of unhappily married people. So,
Yeah.
And I kind of like in my notes I wrote, did he ejaculate? Because I think he did because all he did was in 2 seconds and then he lied down and went to sleep.
Yeah.
And I was like, not only is she disgusted by him, but he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right? Because he got what he wanted. So
Right.
I thought that scene was a little gross, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
me too. It's
It was uncomfortable.
well, I think it was on purpose to be uncomfortable.
Oh, it was. Obviously, it was. I mean, it leads into what's going to happen closer to the end of the episode.
Yes.
It helps further Penelope as our damsel in distress,
Yes.
which you guys are going to get into, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it does, and I agree with you there. So, I mean, we go from that scene to our main character being back with his posse or whatever you want to call them.
His tongs.
His tongs. I don't like that name, but regardless.
Well, no, it's so.
He's given a hero's welcome.
So
Yeah.
here's the thing: in Chinese Japanese culture, tongs are like triads. But it's pronounced differently, and I don't know how it's pronounced, but I do know it's pronounced wrong in the show.
I mean, the show is by Bruce Lee and his daughter. You'd think they'd know something.
Yeah, but
Absolutely, I agree. Yes.
yeah, but
Well, with the-
I am positive. I am positive this is bastardized.
Oh, 1,000%.
I am positive.
But I think that's also the nature of this episode, is to be bastardized with the name like John Chinaman.
Yeah. But here's
Yeah.
I'm sure that his intent was so different. I would love to see the original story.
The original writings, I believe, are published.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm-
find those for you.
Okay,
Caveman.
okay.
We'll have a book night.
All right.
I'm curious to read those because I'm willing to bet. I mean, Bruce Lee died in what? In the 70s.
Yeah.
Was that
So
not
I-
Brandon Lee?
Was it Brandon?
No.
Well,
Brandon Lee.
He was the one that was killed.
Brandon Lee's the one who was killed. Did Brandon Lee write these or Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee outlived Brandon.
No. Bruce Lee he died in the 70s.
Yeah.
I'm just a stupid Gen Z then, by that logic.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad, I'm disappointing you already.
It's fine.
I mean, if you, I'm going to make reference to this because there is a great movie called Dragon that is
Yes.
Bruce story. And that stars Jason Lee, who was not related. He plays Bruce Lee, but he's not related. And it was made in the 90s, and it's an awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's a great movie.
So Bruce Lee passed away in 1973.
Yes, before. Yeah.
Thank you for the fact check.
During the filming of Game of Death, I believe, and if you watch Game of Death, there's some scenes in it where like they put his face on someone else's body, and you can tell that the scenes he was filmed in are in it, and then they've got a guy. It's really hokey.
Yeah.
Well, let's just remember that Awe returns to Hope Way, where he's given a hero's welcome. That's where we left off. He's welcomed like a hero into this community again.
Yes, and he's welcomed, and there's champagne, and then the father shows up.
Yeah, and then the lead Tong shows up.
Yes.
And then this is the dumbest thing I actually have some insight to this. So when lower officers disobey Tong direct orders, they take a short blade like a tonto and slice into the skin. And it, depending on the crime, a digit from a finger is popped off.
Well, later we have to go into that scene in later that night where Penelope gets
No,
a visit.
but the point is Tongs don't like do the North American thing where they like beat you as a punishment.
No, they take a finger.
Yeah,
it's
they
personal.
take a digit or they take a slice of skin. It's much more brutal.
It's much closer to Freddy got fingered.
Yeah, I will pretend you never said those words. I will pretend that you didn't say that. You didn't say that movie's name in the presence of me.
You love that movie,
I'm
don't you?
so sorry, Dad. I didn't realize you had such beef with that movie.
It's not
You
a
love
film.
that movie.
It's not anyway. Anyway, we don't have enough time to go under a tangent, but I will pretend you didn't say that. But anyway,
Okay.
Tongs don't do the North American thing where they're like, okay, we have to have a beat-in or we have to beat you to punish you. No, it's much more ritualistic. It's much more vicious.
All right. Well, they didn't do that here.
No.
So, anyways, he tries to hit him, and he grabs it, and then he says, hey, wait a minute. And then he beats him.
Yeah.
Because he deserved it, apparently, because he disobeyed, and he shouldn't have been going outside of the family, so to speak, to fight, where he should have walked on.
Father June was so mad.
Yeah.
Yes, he was very mad. But then they hugged. Then they hugged it out, and all was good. And everybody moved on.
Well, it
And
was
then
all really good because then we get into Penelope.
Melee,
Yeah.
right? Oh no, he is, and then he goes up and he ends up speaking. Who is the other female character, the nicer one? I don't know her name.
You mean the person that owned the brothel? That's
Yeah.
who we're talking about? I don't know her name.
Okay. So, anyways, he speaks with her, and she says we're building a nation of warriors, not slaves. And she says, I have plans for you. And then he says, do you want company? And she says, no, I have company. And then another woman shows up, and he takes off. And then a letter comes for him, or something in an envelope comes for him. And then we more or less go to Mei Ling, I believe is her name. And
They're talking about the opium, which is...
the opium shipment. So...
Stop. And at this point, I'm just begging the show to stop.
Yeah,
I'm begging the show to stop. You don't need to name the drug. You don't need to name the drug.
Why?
You don't need to name the drug. When you watched Top Gun,
Top
Did-
Gun.
Or Top Gun Maverick? Did you need to know about, like, what the name of the ending? No, you don't.
I mean,
Anything you say here is going to be fucking wrong. Just say something. Just say the drug. Like, like the Penguin. They called the drop Bliss or something like that bullshit. Just say fucking name. It doesn't matter.
but as you've said before, Caveman, you really struggle to find out when this is supposed to take place. I think the opium kind of tells us it's the 1870s.
Yeah,
it's the
opium-
Chinese opium wars. It's the opium
Yeah.
dens. It's gross. It's drug fueled. And
Yeah,
it's
but
white
it's-
people doing a lot
But
of it.
this is after the Civil War. This is clearly after the Civil War.
Yeah, but it has relevance to the time.
Yeah, but it's opium didn't flood the market.
Oh, yes, it did.
Yes, how do you know?
Opium didn't. No, opium like flooded a lot of like markets around the world. But
Through the Chinese opium trade.
yeah, but
Through
that
the tongs.
I'm
proving your point. You're right. You are right. Except that you're right, Caveman.
Make him feel like he's right. All right. So she's gonna be. She wants more opium.
That's so stupid. It's just so dumb. It's
Drug.
so no. Here's the thing. I've already committed to this, like, show is talking out of its ass. I've already committed to that.
Okay.
But if
let's
you are
try-
going to do this, if
Let's
you are
try-
going, no, I'm going to walk the walk and talk the talk. If you are going to do this, okay? If you are going to do this, say a drug. You can make something up. Make something up because guess what? 95% of the show is made up. 95% of the show is made up. It's not. It didn't happen. It didn't exist. Nothing like this happened. So why don't you come up with a just made up drug name? What's the harm? There's no harm. There's no harm. Bunny diddles. It's made up. Well, you can't do that. Why? The show is made up. The show, 95% of the show, and the show never happened. You've insulted everybody. Asians, Irish, Americans, not Native Americans. I'm sure that's going to come. African Americans, you insulted them. You perverted history to a point where this show isn't watchable anymore.
All right.
So what's the harm? No, I'm asking a question. What's the harm in making something up? Who does it hurt? No one. Right? Am I right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I could care less if they're
Yeah,
talking about
that's the point.
homeless,
Who
and,
cares? Make something up. Don't
we're talking
continue.
about-
But
we're-
don't
yeah.
continue to just bastardize your show already. Don't continue to do something that is totally fucking pointless and fucking stupid.
Okay, well, let's move on from that.
All right. Okay.
Okay, are you okay? Are you gonna you okay?
Come on, Dad. You got this.
Yeah, come on. Don't even worry about that. So,
All right.
anyways, getting close to the end of the episode, our warrior shows up at the home of the mayor and his wife, but he's specifically going to see the wife. And he goes in, and there is some kind of tension between them.
Yes.
And you can feel it. You can tell there's this, like, tension. I think he likes her, and she likes him, even though she's married. And we already know the situation with her husband,
Yeah.
that he more or less discussed her.
Right.
So, anyways, he hands her the envelope and says, that was given in 2 scenes ago, says, I don't need your money. And she says, well, I thought
He gives her back the money.
he gives her back the money.
And
he
I-
said,
if I had hair, I wouldn't have hair.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I just want to stop. Little things like this. You don't have to show anything. You don't have to do this. You don't
Well,
have to
yes,
do
you do.
this. Back in the day, after the Civil War, if you
This is
had,
long, caveman. This isn't right after the Civil War.
this is sometime after the Civil War. This is
This is like
sometime
30 years
after. No, it's not 30 years after the Civil War.
Yes, it
this is
is.
after the Civil. This is sometime after the Civil War.
The Civil War took place on April 12th, 1861.
Thank
and the
you.
show takes place in the 1870s and 1880s. So
But-
it is a little bit of a different world. You guys are both right.
Yeah, this isn't right after the Civil War.
No, but after, like, do you think like in 1970s, 1980s, okay? Do you think at that time people are walking around with like $120 in 20s and 10s? Like, no, the strongest currency. If you walked in with $10, you were a very rich man. Like,
Yep.
come on, make it fucking
But they-
attempts. Give
They
me
were rich
something.
people. But caveman, they were rich people.
Yeah.
So we don't know what was in the envelope. I didn't see what.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
I didn't
right.
see what was in there, it could have been $1 bills for all we know. Like,
You're right.
You know, we're kind of.
At least,
barking up-
listen, I will give them credit. You're right. They had the envelope there. We don't know how much. I will give them credit. I will
Okay,
give them
so-
credit. And I don't give them credit for a lot of other stuff in the show.
And as you mentioned already, Caveman, there is a lot of drugs going around. So drugs equals a lot of money because at the time, everybody and their baby was doing opium. Everyone and their damn baby.
even the babies.
Even the babies. That's how me and Caveman got
Babies were
separated.
even-
And listen, like you said, like 1870s and 1880s.
Yes, sir.
There are times in this show that will circumvent that logic because in the
1000%.
show, right? Two people, like earlier on, they were young men, like 30 years old,
Yeah.
and they were talking about, oh, I fought with you, I fought with you in this, I fought with your cousin in the Civil War, and these people are like 30 years old. So it's like you can say that, and the show can say that. But the show tells a different story. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's never consistent. This is never consistent.
Okay. All right. We are almost
Yeah.
done this.
Horrible
We're almost
episode. I can't believe this. Yeah.
We spent 44 minutes on this episode, which
Yeah.
is usually right.
Right.
So, okay. So we get to the episode. She finds out his name, which is Assam. Her name is Penny. They get close to each other, like they're going to kiss, and he says, "Have a good night."
Yeah.
And then she asks why he did what he did, why he protected her. He says, "Because I'm an idiot." And he said, "Well, if you recall earlier, you called me a coward, and I had to prove to you that I was not
Yeah.
a coward." He says, "Sorry to misjudge you." This is when he gets close. And she says, "I don't think you're a coward." And then that's the end of that scene. And we come to the very last scene, which is one of the Irish knocking on the door of one of the people that was one of the men that were going to testify who did not show up.
Yeah.
And he says, "You know, you didn't testify. Why didn't you testify?" He says, "I got threatened. They were going to kill my whole family." He says, "Why didn't you tell me?" And he proceeds to throw a Molotov cocktail into
Yeah.
his house. And he burns down the house and says, "Get out of town." And
Yeah.
then everyone. End. The end.
Thank God.
Leave
So,
tonight.
what would you give this show? Episode out of 10?
I still give it a 7.3 because I liked it.
I give it a 3. Just because of things happened, story got progressed, but I still wouldn't recommend this. Like, I'm still not giving this a high rating.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Let us know what you thought of this episode down below in the comment section. And we move on to the White Lotus Season 1, Episode 3, which is called The Mysterious Monkeys, for whatever reason. Oh, there's a monkey in it. That's right. There's a monkey.
Yeah, there's a monkey.
For like 1.5678 seconds.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, this is such a good show.
I will say this. I had a better time with this episode.
Yeah, I did too. This one was better.
Yeah.
It wasn't. I mean, I was actually able to follow it, and I wasn't asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like watching Dune, but as we go through it,
yeah,
there's some good stuff in it. It was a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah.
You kind of wanted to see what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because what happened was, it was a setup, and it was friggin' funny as hell.
Yeah.
And anyways, we'll get to it. So, I mean, more or less the episode starts with the young daughter of Connie Britton's daughter, who wakes up alone, and she calls out her friend's name. Okay, her friend she's not there. She snuck out, and she's going to meet one of the workers again. And then they go to the brother. If you remember, the brother ended up sleeping on the beach.
Yes.
And he watched the whale and the sunset. And then we go back to the girl, and her friend is sneaking into bed, and the young girl looks pissed about it.
Yes.
And of course she lies. I just went for a walk. I couldn't sleep.
And then they had sex.
They did not have sex.
Oh,
No.
they didn't.
No, they did
I
not
just
have-
made things up.
Yeah, in your head maybe they did.
Yeah, I said every time I'm like, sexy time, do it now, and I'm like, ah,
You're kind of a perv like that, so I
damn
get it.
right. That's how you were born, son.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
That's how my daughter was born.
She doesn't want to.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
me and Mom just it was hard without you.
Yeah, I know.
Same with Auntie Courtney. I wonder how Auntie Courtney is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get back in touch with her, but she doesn't.
She doesn't have much nice to say about the caveman.
No.
I mean, around the house, he was known as the 2-second man, but I don't know why. I'm not sure.
Around our house, it was he who shall not be named.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
Sheldon-
I mean, how do you think I ended up in a pizza place and was just found there?
Yeah.
Like a lost child.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to White Lotus.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she had fantastic boobs, your mother did, though.
Hey, it's what she's famous for.
Fantastic.
Centerfold.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we revert back to the boy again, and the tide is coming in, and he wakes to realize that his phone and his Nintendo and his iPad have drifted off to sea, which was kind of funny. I kind of laughed, but doesn't it make you hate his sister though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's like she's just mean. And the thing that bothers me about it is the parents just don't do anything about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, don't be so mean to your brother. It's like, no, you know what? You're sleeping on the beach tonight. Or something. Like, punish her. Like,
There's something weird going on, right? Because they're all talking about their dad, his father, like, because the revelation from last episode, like, his father was gay.
yeah.
And they were talking about,
No.
like, how he do you think he likes to be a power bummer or something like that?
Power bottom,
Like a
caveman.
power bottom.
Yeah.
That's what Mother said you were.
Like a power bottom.
Yeah, power bottom. Like, I don't. Like, I'm honest. If I was watching this show,
Yeah.
like if I had turned this on and I'm like, oh, cool, White Lotus is on, which I would never say, and I saw that, I'd be like, okay, I'm going on to a different show. I don't want to hear about this.
And they continue going on, and
Yes. Yeah. and it's annoying. It's like it's unnecessary. It's like how did we get here that we need to like that we need to talk about this on a TV show? Like, really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
To me,
yeah. It's
it's bad entertainment. It's just like, no, I get it. He's I'm empathetic to him because I'm like, wow, his dad, he found out something about his dad that he never knew. So I feel bad for him. But then they're just going on about it like it's nothing. And it's like, oh, did he do this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah, I really am like kind of like half and half with them. Like in the first episode they were written very well where they're like very unlikable, and here it's the same, but in episode 2, right, they do something where they should have cash did it like fully, right? But they didn't go all the way with it. But here they go all the way with it, which is great. Like I hate these girls. They're snobby. They're
just they're brats.
Yeah.
Little brats.
They're little shits.
Yeah, they're little shits, and the way they treat the brother, and the brother just wants, he just wants some space.
Yeah.
And he vacation, and he should be given some space, and those two should be like. Something should be done about it.
Yeah.
But they don't. The mother's like, oh, it's okay. And all she cares about is doing her meeting and moving around the furniture and doesn't care about the husband. And like, this family is so dysfunctional.
Yeah. They're so like, they're really fucked up, which is, it's great. I hope they keep going with it. I hope they keep going all the way with it.
So my favorite character so far is Armin.
Yes.
Armand. Because Armand is like, remember the bag went missing and throughout the episode, well, the bag is in his desk and it's full of drugs and he's taking them. So he's all messed up at work and he's just doing some crazy shit and it's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's fucking with people and these people deserve to be fucked with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's like, you rich fucks, more or less, is what he's saying. Right? And he's like, I'll fucking get you.
Yeah. Which is great. It really is good.
It is good. And of course, we've got the honeymooning couple, and she's so nice and sweet. And if you remember in the last episode, he more or less says, well, you're not going to work. Like, you don't have to work.
Yes.
And she's like, but I want to. So you can already see on their honeymoon that she's already not having a good time with him, and she's trying, but there's moments where she's just feeling like she almost hates him.
And I like this because this is sometimes this is reality. You get married way too quickly, and you don't learn enough about each other, and then you just get like.
Well, he's a douchebag.
Yeah. You learn that you're
douchebag.
not compatible whatsoever with each other.
And of course, there's another scene where they have sex. Again, we get another sex scene where she's unfulfilled, and he's like, oh, that was great. And she's like looking at him like, yeah, for who? For you, but not for me.
But I love that sex scene, and not because of the sex. It's just because what it symbolizes. There's a lot of allegory here. And symbolism. It's fake arousal and fake pleasure and fake orgasmic euphoria. And I think sex scenes like this do so much for so many reasons. It enhances the enrichment of the scene, it enhances the enrichment of the story going forward, and it just adds so much.
Right. Yes.
It says basically in a snapshot, if you just had this scene for these characters and watched nothing else, it would tell you all you need to know about them.
Yes, it would. Well, I mean, you know everything you need to know about him, and you want to see. you want to see him suffer, like stuff bad go bad for
Yeah.
him, and I see that because she seems very with it and very nice, and
Yeah.
you know, but he's just a spoiled rich kid,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So, anyways, we have not talked about MILF, who, if for those, this is the same character who played MILF in American Pie.
Yes.
And the only name I'm going to call her on the show.
Jennifer
because
Coolidge, my
Jennifer Coolidge.
sweet angel of an aunt. Caveman, I don't know when you got with her, but I've seen her babies with you, and they are beautiful.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Jennifer Coolidge. She was great.
That was
bad.
that. Shh, we don't. Shh.
Anyways, she is holding.
I had a lot of kids with her, so we don't.
Holding a box, and it's,
Yeah.
you know, a box of gems. Well, we come to find out this box is actually her mother's ashes.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta be real. I don't like her
no, I don't either.
in this
No.
show.
She's amazing in Watchers.
She's annoying. It's
Not
just
my
her
aunt.
voice.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just something about her. It's like, oh, just like, please move on to something else.
So, yeah, exactly. So she has made arrangements with Armand she asked if she could have a boat to take her out to sea to spread her mother's ashes that evening at 5 o'clock.
Yes.
So she gets that all set up with Armand. So, anyways, that is the plan. But from there, it gets really good. Right?
Right.
And of course, we go to the two young couples, the young couple again, who
Right.
are sitting by the pool, and douchebag, as we will call him, gets into the pool and goes for a swim. And who does he see but the two young girls? And he starts talking to them right in front of his wife, and he's being rather flirty.
Mm-hmm.
And
Such a douchebag.
yes, and he's splashing them with water and acting like a complete idiot. And she gets up, the wife gets up, and she leaves, and he doesn't even notice.
He's just such an asshole. I love it.
Oh, he totally is.
It's so subtle, but I like characters like this. Oh man, I love it. I had such a fun time with this episode. Anyway, let's move on. Hello?
Hello. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, I mean, it starts going, and it gets better, and I mean, as we're going along, the husband of Connie Britton, you know, as this episode is going on, he's trying to deal with the whole thing with his dad and finding this out. And what does he do? But he gets drunk,
Yes.
which was hilarious.
Oh,
So-
it was. This is the scene you were telling me that you absolutely enjoyed.
Who, I did?
Yeah.
Which scene did I enjoy? Which one are you referring to? I mean,
The guy
before-
when he was like talking to the father when he was talking to the hostess, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That scene. This scene coming up.
Right. I don't know if I remember which one you're referring to be
Right?
honest.
They were talking about like he was at the bar like drinking, and
Oh.
he's talking about his father and how his father was gay and how he's
Well,
like
everybody leaves. Everybody
Yeah.
leaves. The two girls sitting there, they leave. They
Yeah.
get up and they can't listen to him anymore. But I will say this, because you know what, we're kind of we're getting a little bit ahead of
yes.
because Armin goes and sits with him, but before that, douchebag goes and talks to him and says, listen, he's like, I want to do something really romantic for my wife this evening, like a nice dinner. And he goes, I got just the thing for you. How about a boat cruise for the two of you on a romantic,
Yes,
sunset,
yes.
and the beach out on the water, a nice dinner. And he's like, that's a great idea. Oh, and by the way, there'll be another woman on board. And that's all he said. That's all he says.
Yes.
And that was just the tip of the iceberg. I'm like, I love this guy
Yeah.
because he's a shit.
Yeah.
And he's like fucking with him.
Yeah.
Brutally bad. Anyways, so after this, Armin finishes his day and he goes and Buddy's sitting there and it was kind of disturbing as well because, he's sitting there and he asked him, he goes, so tell me is it enjoyable to have sex up the bum, more or less is what he said.
Yeah. He goes, you want to find out?
And he looks at him, then he goes, well, do you want to go try?
Yeah,
He
basically, yeah.
hesitates, and he's like, well, not tonight.
But he will.
So now we know that Armin is gay. I didn't realize he was. I had my, I felt it, but, I didn't know. So, anyways, they go on the boat cruise, and, of course, MILF brings, Jennifer Coolidge brings along her confidant, who she met on the island, who works at the resort, who she became really good friends with.
Yes.
In the previous episode. So she invites her and she's doing the whole thing and they're trying to she says something as they get on the ship, on the boat, and he calls over the waiter and he's like, is she doing something here? Is something going on? And he's like, well, yeah, sir, she's gonna spread her mother's ashes, and then she goes into this whole ordeal about how much she hated her mother and how mean of a person she was, and it was amazing. It was awesome, and the whole time I'm like, take that, asshole.
Yeah, you douche.
You douchebag, take that. So anyways, that was, I'm kind of excited about that because out of, we've done 3 episodes of this show, and that's the most fun that has been show so far. So they get off the boat, and he's talking to his wife, and he's like, was he gaslighting me? I'm really pissed about this. I'm really pissed about this. And so anyways, he goes, this has been happening my whole life. People just, they do these things to me because, I didn't ask for it, but I was born that way. And I think they're more or less jealous. And I'm like, you're such a pompous douche.
He really is. He really, really is.
Yeah, he really is. He is. Absolutely. So, anyways, we see Armin again. But before that, her friend puts Jennifer Coolidge in her bed. She's totally hammered drunk.
Yeah.
She got hammered drunk. So she puts her to bed. Nothing happens there. I'm like, what is going to go on here? And nothing did, thank God. Although Caveman probably wanted it too. Because
Sexy time. I said sexy time. Sexy time. Sexy time.
Make a sexy time. So, anyways, we see Armin, and he's back in his office taking the stolen pills.
Yeah.
And he hits on the kid.
Yeah.
And that was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
That just gave me the creeps. I'm like, more or less, you're a pedophile, you're disgusting, and you're gross.
But it's I love that character. Every time we see this guy, it just reveals more and more and more to this character. It's really interesting to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah, but the thing I say is, was this a popular show?
Yeah, it won a lot of Emmys.
It won a lot of Emmys.
Yeah.
People find the substance of this show acceptable.
I will say, as someone who has watched the first season of White Lotus, it is the best out of all of it. Do not continue after season 1. It gets weird, but the first one I did actually enjoy. Not gonna lie.
Wow.
You could borrow Roland's mic because I can't. I have headphones on.
Oh, sorry.
I actually really did enjoy White Lotus season 1 personally. The second season is utter trash, though, I will say. And I do agree with you guys on Jennifer Coolidge's character. It's not very sustenance. It has very little background to it. But the show gets more interesting as you go on. You gotta pay attention to the little things. It's a very slow show.
It's just some of that stuff, especially that scene, is disturbing to me.
I think it's supposed to be disturbing. Like, it wouldn't work.
Oh, yeah,
if
this
it's
show
not.
is disturbing. It is supposed to be
Yeah,
disturbing.
yeah.
But I will say, if you want a better equivalent to White Lotus, I believe 9 Perfect Strangers is what I felt was a better version of this similar concept.
I did watch that. That was very good, actually. I did watch that.
Oh, well, we're going to have to do it next year for Encore, then.
I believe it's Nicole Kidman, is it
It
not?
is Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
And what's her name is in it? From Mike and Molly.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy?
Melissa McCarthy.
Yes, no, she's phenomenal in that. 9 Perfect Strangers is how I feel what White Lotus was trying to recreate.
All right, spoiling it, guys. Don't spoil it.
That's not spoiling anything.
Anyways, so, and I don't mean to cut you off. Getting back to the show, and I think we should keep 9 Perfect Strangers in the back of our minds for next week.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think that's a good show.
Yeah.
So after that scene, I mean, he's high and drunk too, right?
Yes.
So he's kind of, I bet you he wakes up the next morning and goes like, oh God, what have I done? But then we skip to the husband who gets into bed with Connie Britton. And one thing I will say, we're talking about Jennifer Coolidge, about her character. I do not like Connie Britton's character in this show either, because I mean, she plays some very strong woman characters in the past in Nashville and Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
And I just find her character very dull in this. Not the Connie Britton that I'm used to.
I would agree.
You know, and I think she's a fantastic
like
actor.
milquetoast. She's coming off very milquetoast in this show. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So he comes home drunk. She's in bed. He strips down to his underwear, and he's trying to get a little something, and more or less, she shuts him down, and he lies there. And again, there was talk in the show about how, he was talking about how, things aren't very productive in the bedroom anymore, and she alluded to it too. And,
yes.
And I thought that was very sad. I felt sad for both of them, because they've kind of lost that thing, and they're more or less saying it doesn't matter how much role playing we try. It doesn't matter. It's not about that. And they alluded to that a few times. Like, is that all our marriage is about? And I'm like, well, no, but at the same time, it is important. So,
It's very important. It is.
Right, exactly. So between these two shows, there's a lot of this kind of sexual.
Yes.
I don't know how to put it. Where I guess sexual disappointment.
Yeah.
In both shows, where I'd like to see a show where there isn't that.
Yeah. Because I think I think this is like just drawing on real life, right? Where a lot of times, like I said, you get married and you get with someone way too quick, and then there's the honeymoon phase, and then you marry the person, and then after you take as little as time to get to know each other, because the emotion, the physical interaction is so amazing that you do.
You're on that cloud 9.
Yes,
thing, right?
yes.
The what do you call that? Endorphin? No.
Yeah, endorphin high.
The endorphin high of being in a relationship, and your brain, it's releasing all that.
Yeah.
So anyway, she shuts him down. She turns the light off, and he looks sexually frustrated.
Yes.
And the very last scene, and guess who's sneaking out again? Is her friend. And the girl follows her.
Yes.
The daughter follows her. And then we see the boy watching porn on the beach, pleasuring himself.
Yeah.
which, you know, whatever, it is what it is. And it skips back to the girl again, and she just sits there and watches them.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. It is what it is.
It's setting up the next episode.
Setting up the next episode. So, I mean, I am intrigued. I am intrigued to keep watching.
I will say this. I enjoyed this episode better than episode 2.
Yes, yeah. I mean, there's a few things that I didn't love as I've spoken about.
Yes.
But, what would have happened if they hadn't done that? So
yes.
Right.
What would you give it out of 10?
I'm only giving it a 5.2.
Oh, I'm giving it a 8.5.
Oh, you really liked it.
Oh, I mean, compared to episode, I don't think it's as good as episode 1. I think
Right.
episode 1 was like, you know, that I just loved episode 1. Episode 2 is like, what the fuck are we doing here? Episode 3 is really where we're seeing the pieces come together, and it really moved the story along in interesting ways. And we're really exploring all these characters in a way that I can't wait to see what happens next.
Right. Okay. Yeah, and I'm the same. I'm
Yeah.
the same. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it.
You're saying
And
it's above average for you. It was above average.
It's just above average
Yeah.
for me. I can do without some of the weird shit.
Yes.
But and I shouldn't say weird shit because it's not weird. It's just wasn't what I was expecting. I rephrase that. I apologize. So, anyways, I am curious to see what episode 4 will be like.
Fair enough. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this week and this episode. We will be back to a 4-day schedule really, really soon. But until we see each other again next week, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all! 50,000 plus, and may the shorts be with you. Roland, take me home, buddy.